The youngest of the Ball boys, LaMelo Ball, seems to have the most interesting path to the NBA than either of his brothers did. It's time to take a trip down memory lane to talk all things LaMelo Ball. Hey, welcome to The Fumble. I'm Britt Johnson. Follow me on social media at @IamBrittJohnson and click subscribe to The Fumble if you haven't already. LaMelo Ball seems to have had to ride the biggest roller coaster of his brothers on his journey to the NBA, which is interesting considering he may be the most talented baller of the three. Melo Dip, which is what his dad called him growing up, was being trained to ball since the day he could walk. LaMelo is just an inch shorter than his big bro Lonzo, with an opportunity to still grow taller. Not only could he grow to be taller than his oldest brother, but he could potentially be a better basketball player as well. His NBA path has been somewhat unorthodox, and it all started at Chino Hills High School in Southern California. The young baller was just a sophomore in high school when he had a game that made headlines across the country. Just a short time prior to Melo's big game, big bro LiAngelo had a big game himself, scoring 72 points. This moment was when the Ball family first became a trending topic. The oldest Ball boy, Lonzo, was already making a name for himself in the basketball world as a point guard at UCLA, but Gelo's game got people talking, and well, Melo's game made the Ball family a household name. Melo's big game happened in February of 2017 when he scored 92 points. Immediately following his big game, he tweeted, "92 points, #LoveForLexi." At the age of 13, Melo committed to playing ball at UCLA to follow in the footsteps of his big brothers, but how quickly things changed after Melo's 92-point game. That summer, Melo's oldest brother Lonzo was drafted with the second overall pick of the 2017 NBA draft by the Los Angeles Lakers, and moments later, Big Baller Brand was born. Fast forward to LaMelo's junior year of high school. His two brothers had since left Chino Hills High School. Lonzo was in his first season with the Lakers as a rookie, and LiAngelo was enrolled at UCLA getting ready to partake in his freshman season on the hardwood. That quickly changed when he was caught stealing in China prior to the team's first game of the season. This was the beginning of the unorthodox path LaMelo would be taking to the NBA. First, Papa Ball removed LaMelo from Chino Hills' roster due to issues with the head coach. During his time at Chino Hills, Melo went 65-3 as a starting point guard. LeVar actually took it a step further and took him out of school completely to be homeschooled and travel the world as the face of Big Baller Brand. Due to Gelo's thieving ways, he was suspended from the UCLA team, which resulted in LeVar Ball pulling him from the team. So with Melo and Gelo not on a basketball team, LeVar decided to have both boys signed with an agent. Shortly after Melo and Gelo signed with their agent, they were on a flight to Lithuania to play pro basketball overseas in the LKL Basketball League. The 16-year-old, who became the youngest professional American basketball player, was sent 5,900 miles away from home to play basketball with his brother, which did not seem like the correct choice according to many basketball analysts. Legendary sneaker guru Sonny Vaccaro even said this about it: "The kid was on the best path possible to the NBA, a direct, proven path. Why would you do this? I'm not sure many people agree with what Mr. Ball is doing." Immediately when Melo touched down in Lithuania, he struggled on the court, his head coach saying this of him: "You can't control that little chipmunk. Don't shoot 40-footers. Next thing you know, he's shooting 40-footers. After starting off rough, he did manage to find a groove, having a big game where he scored 31 points and had 5 rebounds. But this wasn't enough for LeVar Ball, who didn't like the way the boys were being utilized on the court, saying this of the head coach: "I'm really mad at Coach. I thought our friendship was better than that. I'll say hi to him, but he threw my friendship through the window. I'm not talking to him. I won't be having fun watching the games no more." With LeVar mad at yet another coach, it was only inevitable the boys would leave Lithuania and once again be without a team. Then Papa Ball has a big idea to create the JPA League, which allows players who don't want to spend a year in college to travel and be paid to play in this junior basketball league. The JPA had 8 teams with 10 players on each roster. The teams were from Dallas, Atlanta, Chicago, Houston, Philly, New York, Seattle, and of course, Los Angeles. Melo was on Team LA, which went on to win the championship. However, the league received a lot of backlash for having Melo and Jello as the favorites and not paying some of the players on time, which resulted in players regretting that they had given up their college eligibility to play in the JBA. After winning the JBA championship, Melo took some time from basketball and showed that too much free time, well, equals trouble. The youngest ball boy got into a social media battle with Big Bro Zoe's baby mama, Denise. It all started with a fun little banter when Melo was in Lithuania and Denise posted a pic of her baby bump. Melo commented saying this, "If you don't get up out my bathroom," Denise replied saying, "It's mine and Zoe's bathroom now." All seemed to be a bunch of jokes until Denise had the baby and basically told social media that Zoe was a deadbeat dad on her IG Live. Melo was not having the disrespect Denise was giving her big bro. Melo actually ended up liking a comment on Instagram that said this about Denise and Zoe: "She trapped Lonzo so she could get child support from him." And of course, all the drama played out on the show Ball in the Family, which airs on Facebook. With the show and basketball, Melo has gained a big following on social media of 4.4 million followers on Instagram alone. The 17-year-old is living his best life, to say the least. Not only does he have a huge social media following and a reality show, he drives a Lamborghini and recently posted on his social media that he just got a brand new G-Wagon to add to the collection. His high-profile life sometimes makes people forget what he's really here to do, and according to Melo, it's basketball. LaMelo saying this: "People forget that I'm a basketball player. I'm here to accomplish something big. That's the plan." Which is why the young baller headed back to high school for his senior year. But he didn't return to his former school, Chino Hills High School. Instead, he took his talents across the country to play at Spire Academy in Ohio. After his senior year, Melo was officially ranked as the 21st best high school player nationally, but unfortunately, he won't be able to show his talents in college due to his previous path of playing in the JBA and overseas. Although he believes he should be able to play because he didn't accept any money, the fact that he signed with an agent was sure to deem him ineligible for the NCAA. LeVar Ball saying this on the subject: "It's going to be hard getting Melo into a college program because the NCAA wants to prove a point. But I do know for a fact that Melo brings a crowd and he wins. So if you can get a guy that can entertain and win and put people in the seats, that's what you start your program with." Now, it hasn't been officially announced what Melo Ball will do yet, but most believe he will head overseas to play for a year before entering into the NBA draft. Until then, Melo has been spending his time getting tattooed against his father's wishes. When he was 16, he got "Fear God" tatted on his wrist, and now at only 17 years old, he covered his chest with a big number 1 with a halo and wings around it. He also has been spending time with his girlfriend Ashley, who is also 17 years old. The two have been dating for some time. He first introduced her to the world on his show Ball in the Family back in August, which has made her social media skyrocket. However, the two don't really post each other on the gram. Well, there you have it, the all you need to know on the youngest ball boy, LaMelo. Now the question is, do you guys think he will be a lottery pick in the 2020 NBA draft? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Fumble fam, we are so excited to become an affiliate with ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus has a huge live sports selection where you can catch all your favorite MLB, MLS, and NHL teams throughout the season. Fewer ads and more highlights for every crazy sports fan out there. You can also stream a selection of international soccer matches as well as college football, basketball, and tons of others, all watchable on over 10 devices including iOS, Android, Apple TV, Fire Stick, Roku, and so many others. The app lets you rewind live games and replay full games on demand anytime you want. ESPN Plus also has some of the dopest original shows, including Kobe Bryant's Detail, OJ Made in America, ESPN FC, and much more. You also get 20 UFC Fight Night exclusives with over 100 plus total fights, including main card events and exclusive original content, all through the easy-to-access ESPN Plus platform. Our friends at ESPN Plus are giving Fumble fans a special 7-day free trial with access to some of the coolest content out there. Join today and get a 7-day free trial that you can cancel at any time. If you want to keep watching, you can join thereafter for $4.99 a month or $49.99 for the entire year. Don't forget to like this video, click subscribe, and shop the Fumble store for the latest game day gear. I'm your host, Britt Johnson for the Fumble, and I'll see you soon.